Application of adsorption. Yes, adsorption have application in real life as well as in analytical industries. Production of high vacuum. Yes, consider a vessel. We evacuated that vessel by vacuum pump, but there may be some traces of air in the container, right? There may be traces of air in the container. To remove that air after evacuation by the vacuum pump, we can use charcoal, activated charcoal. Activated charcoal absorb the air which is present in the vessel and which produce high vacuum. Okay, next, gas masks. Yes, in gas mask either we use activated charcoal or we use some mixture of compounds, yes, which absorb the poisonous gases, yes, which absorb poisonous gases, which is used in mines and doing some experiment. Adsorption is applicable in controlling the humidity. We know that silica gel and alumina gel can absorb moisture in the atmosphere. So these are used to control the humidity. Next, removing the coloring matter from the solution. We already studied this with example that activated charcoal, animal charcoal is used to absorb the colored particle in the solution. We already studied that animal charcoal used to decolorize the sugar solution and which is used to decolorize the methylene blue, orange dye and all, right? In heterogeneous catalysis. Here, solid activated carbon or animal charcoal is used as a catalyst. The reactant may be gases or liquids. Here what happens? On the surface of the charcoal, reactants adsorbed and it facilitates the increase in the rate of reaction. So in heterogeneous catalysis also adsorption found its importance. And in separation of inert gases, noble gases have different degree of adsorption at a different temperature. Yeah, they have different degree of adsorption and different temperature. So mixture of noble gases is treated with coconut charcoal by applying different temperature from ranging low to high. We can separate our noble gases. Here noble gases absorbed at the coconut charcoal at the different temperature. In curing disease, yes, some of the drugs are adsorbed on the surface of microorganisms, by that it kills the microorganism. Consider this as disease causing microorganism, right? And our drugs are adsorbed on the surface of that microorganism, so that kills the microorganism. Froth flotation method. Next application is froth flotation method. In this what happens? Impure sulfide ore is purified by pine oil and frothing agent by the process of adsorption. And adsorption indicator. Some of our precipitates have a tendency to adsorb the dye, so they produce color at the end point. So they act as an indicator by the process of adsorption. And our chromatographic analysis also based on the process of adsorption. These are some examples of application of adsorption. ನಿಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನೆಲನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತಲುಪೋ ಥರ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದ catalysis and types of catalysis. First one is catalyst. What is catalyst? Catalyst is a substance which accelerate the rate of reaction or which increase the rate of reaction but it remain unchanged after the reaction. ಓಕೆ, ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಂತಂದರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟನ್ಸ್, ಅದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ರೇಟನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ಗೆ ಒಳಗಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ಎನಿ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎನ್ಹ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟಿನ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿನ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗೋ ಥರ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗೋ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟಿನ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನೋ ವಿಚ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಟ್ಸ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ದ substance which supports the catalyst to increase the rate of reaction or which enhance the efficiency of the catalyst is called promoters, which decrease the activity of catalyst are called poison. There are mainly two types of catalysis. One is homogeneous catalysis. Another one is heterogeneous catalysis. Okay, in homogeneous catalysis what happens? Reactants, products as well as our catalysts are in same phase. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಫೇಸಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಮೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಕೆಟಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್. ಎಸ್, all the reactants and products and catalysts may be in gaseous phase or in liquid phase. This is called homogeneous catalysis. Next one is heterogeneous catalysis. Here what happens? Our reactants, products and catalysts are in different phases. Catalysts may be solid and reactants and products may be solids, liquids or gases. Heterogeneous catalysis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ reactants, products ಮತ್ತು catalysts different phase ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. Here are some examples for homogeneous catalysis. Homogeneous catalysis means our reactants, products and our catalysts all are in the same phase. First one is oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. Here we use nitrogen oxide as a catalyst. Yes, oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. Here our sulfur dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen oxide and our sulfur trioxide all are gases, all are in the same phase, so it is called as homogeneous catalysis. Conversion of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide ನಲ್ಲಿ sulfur dioxide, dioxygen, nitrogen oxide ಮತ್ತು sulfur trioxide all are in the gaseous phase ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದು homogeneous catalysis ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, hydrolysis of methyl acetate in the presence of hydrogen chloride gives methanoic acid and methanol. Here our methyl acetate, this is our water, and to carry out reaction it uses hydrogen ions furnished by hydrogen chloride. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಇನ್ನಲ್ಲಿನ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ H+ ಅಯಾನನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಅಸಿಟೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಅಸಿಟೇಟ್, ವಾಟರ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್, ಮಿಥೆನಾಯಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ methanol, yes, and or methanol all are in liquid